I had a part-time job as a bug zapper once.
Hey, what was that like?
I don't recommend it.
Oh, okay. Oh, hello, Hex.
Hi.
Right, well, now it's time to go back in time to a land before HD textures, before colour, before sound. Let's go to Evoland.
As Evoland begins, you find yourself back at almost the very beginning of the action RPG genre. You're stuck in a simple black and white world limited to two-dimensional movement. But awaiting you is a chest, and inside that chest, the future!
Yes, the whole idea behind Evoland is that you go on an adventure through the history of action RPGs. Chests contain specific advances the genre made, like sound effects, save points, 16-bit colour, 3D movement, turn-based combat, and so on, until eventually you work your way up into an almost modern-day game.
Yeah, and it's such a clever concept, isn't it? And I love the early part of this game as you drip-fed those upgrades. Going on that journey is basically like an interactive history of video games. It hits you with waves of nostalgia at every turn. But after the first half hour, things stop evolving and then it all just gets a bit simple and frustrating.
Affirmative. The game is a mix of RPG and adventure game combat styles. So at times you'll fight in turn-based battles similar to the early Final Fantasy games, while at other times you'll be fighting it out in real time as you would in the early Zelda games. And while we commend the variety of combat types, they're both extremely basic and rather dull.
Yeah, in the turn-based battles, for example, you only ever have 2 party members, and there isn't much, if any, strategy to the combat. The enemies attack you, your warrior attacks, your mage heals, and then everything just repeats again and again.
Yeah, and there's even a point where the mage actually leaves you, and then you need to continue throughout the world solo. But the world is full of random encounters, and they don't scale back those encounters to deal with that. Some of the battles are fine, but often you get slogged with these big groups of enemies who take off half your health in one go. Health potions restore less than they take off too, so there's really no way to win. They attack, you heal, they attack, and then you're dead.
It's essentially broken.
Yes, that section took me at least 5 times to get through, and that was just with sheer luck.
Yeah, and there are just so many random encounters, aren't there? I swear, every 3 seconds, bam, random encounter. Make it stop.
Random encounters are renowned for being annoying, but these are by far the most annoying ones I've ever encountered.
The most annoying ones you've ever randomly encountered?
Affirmative.
Anyway, the real-time combat doesn't fare much better, unfortunately. There's no dive or roll move, and for most of the game, you only have a single attack. It's as basic as combat gets. You do eventually unlock a simple combo attack, but it doesn't really help keep it interesting.
Yes, and the one thing that could have really saved it would have been the boss fights, but sadly they're not much fun either. I remember this one boss fight in particular where you just had to keep running slowly away, wait for him to make an attack, land a few sword blows, and then run around in circles for a bit. So it wasn't very much fun. And those wizards! Stop disappearing!
In the old days, I really remember those RPGs having such challenging and fun puzzles. And I did love the idea of switching between the 2 styles of old and new graphics to solve a puzzle here, but there's just all this backtracking you have to do as you switch things around. If only he moved a little bit faster, I wouldn't have minded, but every time I had to backtrack to that crystal, I groaned a little. My kingdom for a run button.
If only they had one tucked away in a chest.
I know we're sounding a bit harsh on this game, but really it is just because it is so simple. And there are lots of clever nods to other games, so you can feel it was made by people with a deep love for this kind of genre. But you just need to have that gameplay there to back it up.
Yeah, and it's a shame really, because I really would have loved this to have been as good a game as it was a history lesson, but I think it's a case of style over substance, and it doesn't do retro gaming's past any good justice, so I'm giving it a 5.
I'm giving it 5 as well.
All right, make way. I've just got the all clear to take off from Kerry. I'm off again around the world.